with a question.
I'm going to start with a question.
How many of you know the person sitting next to you from before today?
How many of you know the person sitting next to you from before today?
Interesting. So, do you remember the first conversation you ever had with that person?
So, do you remember the first conversation that you ever had with that person?
You know, conversations are links.
You know, the conversations are links.
Okay. Let's imagine every conversation to be a tiny metal link.
Let's imagine every conversation to be a tiny metal link.
And every time you talk to a stranger,
And every time you talk to a stranger,
a metal link is formed.
a metal link is formed.
And every conversation that you have after that moment,
And every conversation that you have after that moment,
the link gets stronger and stronger.
the link gets stronger and stronger.
And every day, each one of us meets so many strangers.
And every day, each one of us meets so many strangers.
The grocery guy, the cab guy,
The grocery guy, the cab guy,
maybe the receptionist at a new office you went to.
maybe the receptionist at a new office you went to.
And with every conversation, we build new links.
And with every conversation, we build new links.
Until finally, at the end,
Until right at the end,
we've created a kind of massive worldwide web of conversation.
we created a kind of massive world wide web of conversation.
Massive worldwide web of conversation. World Wide Web.
World wide web.
It's a catchy word. I think I've heard that somewhere.
It's a catchy word. I think I've heard that somewhere.
That's it, right? A conversation. It's a fascinating thing.
Yes, that's right. A conversation. That's a fascinating thing.
A conversation is an adventure.
A conversation is an adventure.
A conversation gives you a whole new perspective.
A conversation gives you a whole new perspective.
A conversation opens a door.
A conversation opens a door.
Conversations can make war, and conversations can make peace.
Conversations can make war, and conversations can make peace.
And conversations define who we are as a human race.
And conversation define who we are as a human race.
As a human race.
Em thấy rất mông lung và em không biết bắt đầu từ đâu ạ.
Em sợ tiếng Anh cho nên em bị ngại giao tiếp ạ.
And think about this.
Think about
Every single person in your life was once a stranger to you.
every single person in your life was once a stranger to you.
And you knew nothing about them until you had that first conversation.
And you knew nothing about them until you had that first conversation.
Until you had that first conversation. So I'm here today to tell you to talk to strangers.
And so I'm here today to tell you to talk to strangers
And to have a conversation.
and to have a conversation.
And I'm here to tell you
And I'm here to tell you how.
how. 7 ways that you can make a conversation with almost anyone.
7 ways that you can make a conversation with almost anyone.
I'm a radio presenter
I'm a radio presenter
and I love talking to people.
and I love talking to people.
I do. I love it.
I love it.
And I'm so glad that I do it for a living.
And I'm so glad that I do it for a living.
Here's what my day is like.
This is what my day is like.
Every single morning, I go into an empty room
Every single morning I go into an empty room
and I put on a mic
and I put on a mic
and I have a conversation with 1.6 million people
and I have a conversation with 1.6 million people
that I can't see.
that I can't see.
Yeah. You know what the hardest part is though?
You know what the hardest part is though?
It's time.
It's time.
In a 4-hour show, I get 20 minutes.
In a 4.
You know what the hardest part is though? It's time. In a 4-hour show, I get 20 minutes.
In a 4-hour show, I get 20 minutes.
That's all the talk there is.
It's all the talk there is.
And in 20 minutes, I have to convince you that I am your best friend.
And in 20 minutes, I have to convince you that I'm your best friend.
How do I do that?
How do I do that?
How do I establish a connection?
How do I establish a connection?
I have 20 minutes to inform you, to excite you, to engage with you.
I have 20 minutes to inform you, to excite you, to engage with you.
But most importantly,
But more importantly,
20 out of the 20 times that I switch on that mic,
20 out of the 20 times that I switch on that mic,
I have to leave a smile on your face.
I have to leave a smile on your face.
Except I can't see you. I know nothing about you.
It says I can't see you and I know nothing about you.
When I have no way of gauging your reaction.
And I have no way of judging your reactions.
How do you do it? How do you talk to a stranger?
How do you do it? How do you talk to a stranger?
Well, my 9 years in radio have taught me these simple little tricks.
Well, my 19 years in radio have taught me these simple little tricks.
Strangers,
Strangers
they are everywhere.
everywhere.
And we've always been told, don't talk to strangers.
And we've always been told, don't talk to strangers.
But I beg to differ.
But I beg to differ.
Every stranger comes with an opportunity.
Every stranger comes with an opportunity.
An opportunity to learn something new.
An opportunity to learn something new.
An opportunity to have an experience you've never had.
An opportunity to have an experience you've never had.
Or hear a story that you've never heard before.
Any a story that you've never heard before.
And you've had that moment, right?
And you have that moment, what?
You're in the room with someone you don't know,
You're in the room with someone you don't know.
and you look across the room, you see a stranger, and you think,
And you look across the room, you see a stranger, and you think,
I want to talk to this person.
I want to talk to this person.
And you can almost hear the first word, but it just won't come out.
And you can almost hear the first word, but it just won't come out.
Can it get stuck about here?
It's kind of gets stuck around here.
It kind of goes up and down,
It's kind of goes up and down,
and you don't know.
and you don't know.
You know what?
You know what?
Here's my advice.
It's not what.
Just say it.
Just say it.
What's the worst that can happen?
The worst that can happen.
They won't talk to you? Well, they're not talking to you now.
They want to talk to you, or they like to talk to you now.
Now, the first word, floodgate.
The first word, floodgates.
I truly believe that the first word acts as a floodgate, you know. What's the worst that can happen? They won't talk to you? Well, they're not talking to you now. The first word, floodgates. I truly believe that the first word acts as a floodgate.
I truly believe that the first word acts as a floodgate.
You know, once you said the first word, everything else just
You know, once you say the first word, everything else just flows.
flows. So keep it simple.
So keep
A
it simple.
hi, a hey, a hello, and do what every good bowler does.
And do whatever good bowler does.
It's just gather the enthusiasm, the positivity, the energy,
Just get enthusiasm, positivity, the energy.
Put on a big smile and say, hi.
Put on a big smile and say hi.
I know, there's going to be that strange moment right
I know there's going to be that strange moment right now.
now. Turn to someone sitting next to you, stick your hand out and say hello.
Turn to someone sitting next to you, stick your hand out and say hello.
Go on. I love the awkward laugh.
Awkward laugh too.
Why is she making us do this?
She is making us do this.
The first word, flood.
The first word, floodgates.
Yes. You know, here's a challenge we face every day.
You know, it's a challenge that we face every day.
Time. We have 90 seconds on radio.
We have 19 seconds on radio.
And we have to make that conversation with a stranger memorable.
And we have to make that conversation with a stranger memorable.
So how do you do it?
So how do you do it?
What's the biggest challenge?
What's the biggest challenge?
Honestly, if we get stuck in the rut
If we get stuck on the rut
of, hi, hey, how are you? I'm fine. What's going on? Nothing much. Same old. So tell me what's new. There you go. 45 seconds.
There you go, 45 seconds down, wasted.
And where does your family live? Let me tell you a little story.
Let me tell you a little story.
I was coming home one
I was coming home one
night and I get into this taxi, open the door, sit down. I say,
I get into this taxi, open the door, sit down, and I say,
where are you from? Where does your family
where are you from? Where does your family live?
And the 60-year-old Pakistani cab driver goes on to tell me,
And the 60-year-old Pakistani cab driver goes on to tell me
all about his life in Peshawar.
all about his life in Peshawar.
We talk about politics,
We talk about politics.
we talk about music, family, his wife, his farm.
We talk about music, family, love, his farm.
And 20 minutes later, he is convinced that I am the perfect bride.
And 20 minutes later, he's convinced that I am the perfect bride
For his 26-year-old college-educated son from Peshawar.
for his
Perfect bride for his 26-year-old college-educated son from
for his 26-year-old college-educated son from
Peshawar. And as I'm getting out of the taxi,
And as I'm getting out of the taxi,
see, he's taking out a passport-sized photograph with this look of enthusiasm.
he's taking out a passport size photograph with this look of enthusiasm.
I have to say it was a very difficult
I have to say it's a very difficult goodbye.
goodbye. But the moral of the story really
But the moral of the story really
is what starts with a hello
is what starts with a hello
can end with a marriage proposal.
and end with a marriage proposal.
And that is a warning.
And that is a warning.